Hey, Cinnamon Rage here, and welcome to race 6 in ILR3, and this is probably going to be one of my best chances of points this season. Monaco is an extremely unforgiving track, and there's a potential that people could crash out. As I say, we've managed, I think this is the 6th race in a row that we've had a full complement of 20 people. If you compare it to my ILR season, my AOR season, last 2 races, there's been 12. It's a different level of attendance. It's been really quite impressive, but with that many people, it does make it quite hard to come by the points. So yeah, I only just managed to squeeze in 3 seconds before the time ran out to get this lap in, because I was trying to avoid getting in other people's way. But yeah, I qualified 15th. I maybe had another 10th or so in me, but as you can see, once I scrolled down, I don't think it'd really have changed my position by much, even if I'd managed it. The guys at the front were ludicrously fast. So the goal here was to just stay safe, and for that reason you're going to see me be quite cautious going in, and that is going to cost me immediately 2 places, and I do, as my teammate comes across. There was a wee bit of wing damage there. You can see me checking my HUD down in the bottom right, but it wasn't me. I thought I'd maybe get a wee bit of wing damage off the back of AOR edited fun as I'll say for now, my teammate. And yeah, coming round the corner though, still on the first lap, I brake quite heavily just because I saw a car coming in. It is slightly slowed down, so it didn't quite happen as slow as that, but there goes my only other place. So now back of the grid, and you can see taking some avoiding action there on laser guns. And as I come round here, I'm just blindsided. I'm rewinding. You can see it only appears at the very last second just because of the nature of the shape of the track. But that was it. Orange front wing. I would have probably tried to push it for a wee bit if I'd got a yellow front wing, but with an orange front wing, you can see as soon as I got onto the straight here after the instant, I opt to box. Now, I didn't actually put on repair wing damage to yes, I just left it in auto. This was a mistake, though luckily one that the game chose not to punish me for. And so yeah, coming out the pits, I'm up to 16th because I wasn't the only one to get damage, and after that just kind of plodding along. I'm going to cut on to lap 6 here, and you can see Cheesy Dreams is ahead of me, which just is a fantastic username, gamer tag. I'm catching him up quite a bit, and I think it's safe to say someone who's should be significantly faster than me, when I'm catching them up, the chances are that what we're seeing here is a wee bit of someone with wing damage. So yeah, I catch up, but you can actually see Cheesy Dreams, to his credit, he just lets me go, and in fact lets Leper Affinity go as well. And what's going to happen is, for the next stint, that every lap since that, I have basically been holding up Leper Affinity something awful. They've just been so much quicker than me, and on a faster tyre set as well, but this track is so bad they just can't get an overtake in. So yeah, I mean, that was lap 6 to lap 19, 13 laps have been stuck behind me. It must have been frustrating as anything for them, but yeah, I'm going to lock up here anyway, and eventually, after 13, 14 laps of holding them up, Leper Affinity gets the run here, and I make sure to leave room because yeah, I don't care enough about that one position to actually potentially wreck my own race, so I don't really fight it. And then coming on here, I've got ILR3 Button, other of the McLarens behind, and yeah, Leper Affinity brakes a wee bit, and I brake as I'm accelerating, and then Button seems to slide as well. It was a weird little series of, yeah, one mistake followed by causing an arm mistake, causing potentially another mistake. But yeah, those guys begin to open up a bit of a gap, which was not unexpected. I actually forgot to clip it, actually just doing audio for it now, but I did hit the wall, and I gave myself some yellow front wing damage. So the goal was actually to see if I could push the mediums to the very end. One of the reasons I'd been holding up Leper Affinity so much was I'd been running none or low and lean fuel mix and try and shift up early just to save my tyres to see if I could make the mediums last to the end of the race. But yeah, I got a bit of wing damage. It seemed worth pitting to change it. It's worth mentioning though that I came out in front of Cheesy Dreams and I managed to hold that position. I don't know if he had more damage. A wee bit of a avoiding manoeuvre here in Leper Affinity. He'd obviously hit the wall. But yeah, when I actually went in for that pit, even though I had wing damage, the game didn't actually replace it because I'd left it on auto earlier. And I actually went on to give myself even more wing damage. I gave myself an orange front wing as well, so I just compounded it in the exact same corner as I come up behind Dazlad here, who I just let past, and Dazlad had actually hit the wall, giving himself wing damage. And again, another example of giving credit where credit's due. Dazlad having damage just lets me through. He knew I was going to be a bit quicker now that he had damage, and yeah, I appreciate that. Is good gamesmanship, and it just stops him having someone who's likely to go into the back of him if they get too close. But jumping ahead 31, you can see there's a bit of a gap to the car in front, and I'm just going to speed through this a wee bit. Yeah, I was a wee bit sloppy this race, but yeah, just only in a couple of occasions, which has annoyed me a bit. Obviously, the first one I don't think I can take blame for. That was just an instance of cars just getting a wee bit all grouped together and crashing, and I couldn't avoid them. But I have been following Luki for a wee while, probably a couple of laps at this point. It's pretty clear he's damage. At this point, I don't know what damage he's got. I'm on a yellow front wing, just one side, and I've got to assume he's minimum red one side or orange. I actually think when he slid there a wee bit, it certainly looks like he's potentially like an orange front wing. So yeah, he'd been a bit all over the place, but he was certainly still fighting for the position. You can see him locking up and just making mistakes. I did ask Jeff there what the actual gap was. He had 13 seconds worth of penalties at this point. I was on 3. Also, there's a couple of people, I think Epics and Revolution, through the video, kind of, as Lucky hits the wall again, who kept dropping out the session for long spells, so I don't really know what happens there. I don't think anyone does, to be honest. But yeah, just kind of following Lucky, just trying to keep a bit of a gap so that I'm not going to go into the back of him, because you see I do get very close under braking just in the very tight sections. And yeah, but at this point I have to say I was quite distracted. I knew I was on for a couple of points. I was pretty hopeful, to be honest. So I just, yeah, Lucky just he's not controlling his car well at this point. The damage, but obviously he's not wanting to pit with 5 laps to go, and yeah, he just keeps smacking into the wall. But the nature of this track, there's not a lot I can do, to be perfectly honest. I need him to make a mistake. The thing is, I knew if I just stayed behind him with 3 seconds worth of penalties and him on 13, the place was mine anyway. So I just had to be patient. The problem is that Cheesy Dreams, who's about 20 plus seconds behind, is now within 18, and you're actually going to see, I think, corner cut, so 6. So I'm now only 7 seconds ahead on time penalties, but that's more than enough. Lucky once again hitting the walls. It's just, yeah, I think at the point during the race, it's fair to say I was a bit annoyed, because I knew that he had 13 seconds worth of time penalties. It doesn't take a lot to ask Jeff if I had any, so it's a bit like he must have known that he was never going to keep the place. But I tried to go for the undercut and he ran a wee bit wide, which just made it a goer. So yeah, that was my only actual overtake that wasn't involving the pits all race. And coming across the line, got 8th. I mean, I was 44 seconds behind the person in front, I think, just Button. And yeah, look, I've left this in. The amount of penalties and warnings in this race is just astounding, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, the scroll bar is utterly tiny, but no, first points of the season and 4 points at that, so absolutely chuffed to bits with it. I've still got to edit my other videos at the point where I've recorded this one, just because I was a bit fed up, but yeah, absolutely delighted with that. So yeah, 4 points. I was 18th in the league, so it'll be interesting to see what I'll be after this, but yeah, there's a fair chance this could be it for this season though. The pace in this league is just so good. Somebody needs to be in the bottom 10, and in fact somebody needs to be in the bottom 5 or lower, or even a smaller subset of that, and that's me. I don't resent it or anything, like it's not a complaint, it's helping me improve a lot racing against guys this quality. So yeah, but no race this week, I'm away on holiday, but I will catch you next time. Might be France. Speak to you then.